So we're back with another video, and again, it's another Thor video.
Yeah.
You just can't talk about
Thor
Strongman.
is in the news all the time now.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, we waited for years for Thor to come back. You can't talk about Strongman and not talk about Thor.
Yeah, at the moment,
That's the way it's gone.
Yeah.
And a big talking point for Thor at the moment is, like always, the deadlift, but more importantly, his 501 kilo deadlift that he's looking to break. He's mentioned that he's talked to organizers and that there's a certain competition that's coming up in September.
Giants Live in Vegas.
That he did not want to mention.
No, at all. No. Just ignore that.
It does, exactly.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows that Graham Hicks is competing, and
Yeah.
Graham is probably more than likely the favourite.
The only person, I don't know who else. Yeah.
It's realistically, it's a magic number.
Yeah, at the moment, only Graham Hicks who can like literally
Break it.
Yeah, Thor and him.
Yeah, because Graham got to the knees last year, and he
Yeah.
seems like he's in better condition than he was last year.
Yeah.
So
He posted 460, right?
Yeah.
Recently. It was a struggle at the top.
I did think that myself.
Yeah, it wasn't as confident as I thought it will be.
He should have just whipped it
yeah,
up.
and I thought it's like I was kind of like talking to him a little bit, so he sent me the video, and I thought initially it was maybe 490, and it wasn't. It was 460. And I was like,
That's
okay,
scary.
it's like I don't know if he can. Probably he can.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can, because
'Cause
I still think he's the only one who can break that at the moment in that specific competition. So Thor is kind of seems like struggling to find organizations who can do that.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again. I think Giants Live is like kind of like have that. in
Yeah,
their
like
pocket.
we were gonna say it in the video, but like we've talked about this since I came back from my holidays, as anyone knows. As Thor mentioned in the video, he's been talking to organisers and he has nothing set in stone as of yet. And only 4 days ago from recording, we see that Thor is going to be competing in Strongman Champions League.
Yes.
And we thought
he might try to break a record over there.
Yes.
In Dubai.
But now from when we see the events, it's clear that it's not.
It's not. So it seems like
big news for Thor. It's big news for Strongman Champions League that he will be competing in Strongman Champions League for the first time since 2015, I think it is.
Which is like very kind of like good opportunity for Champions League to be kind of relevant again.
Yes.
Because they are...
Look,
they are the bottom when it comes to
so many federations when it comes to it. But I don't think a lot of people realize the Champions League is still
going.
there. Like,
it's
terrible to say, but like
but that's the way it is at the moment. I think there's like Rogue, Giants Live, World's Strongest Man, which is kind of like Giants Live. We have Arnold Classic, which you have Strongest Man on Earth, Show Classic, and who else do we have? We have Ultimate Strongman, which is very relevant in England.
Very good in England.
Yeah. So Champions League is not really. I think they at the bottom of all these organizations.
So that means there's a lot of this going on.
So and that money.
I don't think it's coming from Strongman Champions League.
It's not.
There's like the BNS Classic.
Yeah.
So BNS Expo. So for people that don't know, BNS Gym is like the biggest gym when it comes to bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Like for influencers in Dubai. That's where all the influencers
especially
go.
with Larry Wheels when he was living in Dubai, he was bringing a lot of arm wrestlers. He was bringing a lot of.
That's where all the videos were made.
Yeah. And
very expensive gym.
Yes, we checked it out.
So for people that don't know, I looked it up, and the equivalent, say in euros, just for us, so it's one AED is like 25 cents or something like that. For a month's membership in BNS gym is roughly 308 euros when you convert it. So it's like the dollar, euro, it's all going to be roughly around the same. So like over $300 a month, just for 1 month.
Yeah.
And I think when you did the equivalent for a year, it's like €2,500. So you could say like what, $3,000? Just
to me, that's a lot of money.
It's so much money.
Yeah, but in Dubai, it's probably normal.
Yeah.
Because Dubai, I think, is a very expensive city in general.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of
but again,
expensive, flashy things over there.
When it comes to the expo, they have like MMA, they have bodybuilding, powerlifting. Like it's not just...
It's like Arnold Classic, probably.
Exactly.
Expo.
It's probably the biggest, say, probably expo in the Middle East, I was going to say.
Yeah.
So,
most likely.
Again, I'd say that's where the money is coming from.
100%.
And Strongman Champions League.
I'll say minimum 20,000 to show up for Thor, because like the prize money in Champions League is not great. I don't know how much is it now, but when I was competing, is between 1,500 to 2,500 euros. For first place, which is
when you see in the grand scheme of
nowadays,
things,
yeah, like when Giants Live is paying you 30,000 for the first place in like what just normal Giants Live competition.
Well, when you look at the tour,
massive
competed
difference.
at Arnold's, which was first place, like $80,000. Shaw Classic was what, $80,000 as well, roughly,
something like that,
something in around there. So I don't think he's wanting to go to this show to compete for €2,500.
Plus, he has Rogue Invitational coming up.
Yeah. So I think this is like just kind of keep him warm. It's terrible to say.
Yeah, and it's money.
It is money.
Yeah.
And
someone offered like good amount of money, and he's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So like I think Strongman Champions League is just facilitating the Strongman show as part of the expo that's going on. So look, it's a good idea. Get some money keep yourself.
Yeah, it's just
keep yourself going.
Yeah, like it's good.
I think he'll easily win the show.
Yeah, it's good that Thor competing more as well, and I think he needs to compete. Just get back into that rhythm of
keep the weight on the body.
Because he used to compete a good bit as well, and that's the right way to do. Like Mitch Cooper, for example, as well. He's competing way more, let's say, than Tom Stallman. Like you know, Tom Stallman, let's say, skipping this Giants Live as well. Like is potentially skipping a decent check. In his account, you know, and I know he needs rest, but like Mitch Hooper and Tom Solomon are kind of the same age, and maybe for him it's just I don't know, maybe he thinks Tom needs to relax after the Shaw Classic because he didn't do too well, and but Mitch, it seems like he's just in that locked-in mindset, and he's just competing in every single competition that he's offered.
And again, like you mentioned it before, Big Z, when you talked to him before, like, you know, you've competed year round when shows were. Now I know it's a different time because money wasn't obviously as big and stuff like that, but like you competed year round and you were in shape year round.
You kind of year round. Yeah, it's but the competition wasn't that. When you compete like in Champions League, the competition is not that fierce. Like, you know, it's like there's one or two guys that you need to battle it out, you know, but when you compete in Giants Live, it's way higher standard at the moment, you know, and you were able to do that. And for someone who really likes to travel, you know, like for example, Big Z, he loves to travel. He travels a lot. He wants to. He has even a competition with one very wealthy person in Lithuania who can visit the most countries. Yeah. You know, so the dude really loves to travel. So he treated them as a training sessions and just go and visit the different countries, which is a good
way of doing it as well. Yeah. But like when it comes to this show, like I think Thor will walk away with it very easily.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like there's 6 events, 13 athletes.
Yeah.
The athletes you're going to have, like Evans Nana is leading the Strongman Champions League. They're going to be competing against the likes of Evans Nana, Kevin DeRuiter, Irvin Toots. They have, like I was saying, they have 6 events. So like we thought this was going to be the max deadlift.
However, Dubai will give him
all the money.
100K. It's like go on, break the record. We'll attach our name to your record, and
it'll all be good.
It's not the case.
But look, so you have the car deadlift for reps, 350 kilos rather than a max deadlift. You have a log lift, 150 kilo for reps. Load and race, 3 implements, 120 to 160 kilos. Farmer's walk, 150 kilos per hand. Atlas run of 6 stones, 120 to 185 kilos. So it should be grand for Thor. And then you have a Hummer pull, so a Hummer car. So like as people know, like you're giving away in the Arnold Classic for many years.
Yeah. So
and
there's no rope.
No rope, I'd imagine, because I looked it up. It's 4.5 tons is what Hummer weighs on average. So look, I think Thor will win it easily. I don't think he's intentionally going to Strongman Champions League to win the title. So like you're saying, there must be money in it.
Yeah.
I was surprised though there wasn't a max deadlift because we talked about it.
Yes.
And we realistically think that Giants Live is the only show that can offer him the amount of money that makes sense, because and it gives you the platform to do it in a show.
Giants Live kind of like have that competition under the name.
They have that record in the show.
Yeah, it's like it seems like if you want to break the record, it has to be done in Giants Live, you know.
Eddie Hall,
yeah,
Benedict Magnuson, Thor at the time when he broke it. I think Lauren Shalah had it for a while as well.
Yeah.
So
but like, it's always
again,
Giants Live.
It's always Giants Live.
And you have that like hateful relationship.
Yeah, well, look, it's understandable from Thor. Obviously, what happened between him and Eddie Hall and things like that. Look, that's a long time ago, I know. But
in the previous events, I was still speculating maybe money will wash that.
Yeah,
you know,
the hate away.
But it didn't.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
But look, because Rogue, we don't think will do it because they have Rogue record breakers. He could try to do it in Rogue record breakers, but then it comes back to the thing again. It wasn't in a competition.
It wasn't in a competition.
So if you really want to get the speculation away,
from Thor's video as well, I think he's still kind of like want to prove these other people who still saying that his record is not legit. It was done during these times,
and it wasn't in a competition, even though it had weighted plates. Everything was calibrated.
So he still wants to. I think when he gets that in the competition, in just normal competition, then you kind of like all these people who still saying like Eddie's record is more legitimate than Thor's will have to shut up. Like, you know?
Look, there's two ways of looking at it. If you want, and it's terrible to say because I just think max deadlift is max deadlift, but some people go, Eddie has the max deadlift in a competition and Thor has the max deadlift overall.
Yes, but I think it's great that Thor came back to the Strongman, and I think he should try to beat that record. And just so you can push that drama to the side and to be done with, basically, you know. So hopefully he's gonna achieve that.
So for people that didn't know, you now know that Thor is going to be competing in Strongman Champions League. Like I was saying, 4 days ago from the time of recording is when Strongman Champions League announced it on YouTube. It's a bit of a shock. I didn't think I'd ever be saying that he'd be competing in Strongman Champions League again. And to be honest, I'm surprised that they didn't offer him the max deadlift, considering where it is and the money, all this kind of things that are going on. But look, let us know in the comment section down below what you think. Do you think Strongman Champions League or the BNS Expo messed up by not offering him the max deadlift? Maybe he wouldn't have took it on such short notice because it is only this weekend, September 7th and 8th. As well as that, let us know in the comment section down below. Do you think there should be a certain show that should offer him the chance to break the max record, because we know that he won't compete in Giants Live? We'd love to know all your thoughts down below in the comment section, so please feel free. Like always, if you're not subscribed, please press the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers, and we'll see you in a future video.
See you later, guys.